the other side of fear and doubt. On the other side of fear and doubt. Philip Harris.
Ahmed, Ahmoud, Ahmad. Hamid Imran Ilahi was the new kid in 5th grade. He just arrived from Pakistan. He was very different. And what's more, I couldn't pronounce his first name. Has this ever happened to you? Well, how was it? A little awkward, perhaps? Well, in my case, Imran became my best friend. We had a great relationship, and I learned so many lessons from him. But there's one in particular that I'd like to share with you tonight. And it was this. If you overcome your fear and engage with people different than yourself, you'll be rewarded. Now for me, reward usually meant something good to me. I was a chubby kid and I loved food. My favorite memory was the time I went to Imran's house for a sleepover. When I got there was an incredible smell. I had no idea what it was. But later I found out it was things like cumin, cardamom, garam masala, fresh ginger, all staples of Pakistani cooking. What's more incredible is that Imran's mom, she was a great chef. And while she was in the kitchen cooking the curry, she showed me how to make chapatis. Now chapatis are the daily flatbread that any good mom in Pakistan would know how to make. She cooked for a family of 5, everything from scratch. She mixed the dough, she rolled it out expertly, and cooked it to perfection. Now this was really cool because I'm an American kid. I was raised on frozen pizza and meatloaf. So to see this, man, I couldn't believe what it was. And on the other side of my fear and doubt, I found great food. I also found a best friend. In another phase of my life, it was my turn to be different. I lived in Japan for 9 years, where I was the gaijin, the foreigner, the outsider. Now, I actually love this situation because every day I had to learn new ways of thinking and being in order to survive. Every day was a challenge that I had to overcome. Being different also meant there were walls between me and the Japanese people. Because when you look at me, I'm 6 foot 2 inch tall, English-speaking African-American man. I was separated by race, language, and just my physical size. And I knew that if I wanted to integrate in Japanese society, I would have to make the first move. Now, in my neighborhood, there was this really cool-looking restaurant. It was an izakaya called Shinga. Now, I always hesitated to walk in there, because after all, walking into a locals-only restaurant by yourself in a foreign country, now that takes courage. But luckily, I was pushed in by my 2 friends, loneliness and isolation. I was in there. Everybody was looking at me and the music stopped. Out of the corner of my eye, I saw the owner. Irashaimase, welcome. Konbanwa, good evening. I took my seat, and I used a little bit of college Japanese to order some food. And I was like, hey, Nihongo ga dekiru ka? Wow, you speak Japanese. With just a few simple words, I broke the ice. Well, the next time I went back, the owner, Satoru, it was a very different vibe. Satoru, konbanwa. Philip-san, irashaimase. On the other side of my fear and doubt, the people were a whole lot friendlier. The chicken skewers, and they were just juicy. It's a big world out there, very big world. And it can be scary to break down those walls that separate us. Turn on the TV, you see stories of violence, war, terrorism. Please, don't give in to that fear. Now is the time to take the initiative. Maybe there's someone in your office That new coworker. Maybe you hesitated to talk to her because her English wasn't so good. But I guarantee you, she's got a great story to tell. Or maybe you're going on vacation. You're going to go to an all-inclusive resort. You've got the beach, you've got the all-you-can-eat buffet and the fruity cocktail. But look, for just one night, only one night, go into town, find your locals only restaurant. I guarantee you, the best memories of your vacation are there waiting for you. And how do I know this is true? Because when I was 10 years old, I ate warm chapatis with Emron. We were a Christian and a Muslim breaking bread made by his mother. If we could figure it out when we were 10 years old, you can definitely do it as an adult. And for 9 years, I lived in Japan. I was the foreigner, I was the stranger, I was the guy that people looked at kind of funny. But I found warmth and acceptance, and I knew what it was to be accepted into a society where you're different. Because of people like Emron, because of people like Satoru, my stomach is fuller, my heart is happier, and I feel alive.